First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action. It's Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Well, Parker, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Here's Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pettis now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Let's go, D. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Yeah.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Fields. Man open. That's Byron Pringle complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So the good return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They try again with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Down the sideline he goes, finding room at midfield. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners are once again back in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a first down throw. Fields got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On play action, Fields rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
From the gun on third down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain. Three on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here we go on fourth down. Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fields. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw is Fields. On the move to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
2nd down and goal. Fields. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people call them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The kick by Gold is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And some room to work. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. First down, here's Mitchell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Here's Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 8 yards out. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Here we go, set, 10 flat.
They run over center with Mitchell. They'll get this down to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 14 yards. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Off play action, Fields. He's going to go up top again. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Come on, set. 50 ready. 50 ready.
Lance now on first down. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Oh, he's got some, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards on the ground. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Able to find Kmet. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Fields hit and the ball is loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Oh, he shifts past him. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.